Vitamins are a myth. They don't work, they're useless, and they're in fact dangerous. That we should never take vitamins and that you should only get them from food. That is not my opinion, but that of Dr. Tim Spector. Only I caught him in a lie. Coach Greg, and apparently vitamins are a myth. They don't work, they're useless, and they're in fact dangerous. That we should never take vitamins and that you should only get them from food. That is not my opinion, but that of Dr. Tim Spencer, an expert on everything related to whatever you put in your mouth. And swallow. Don't forget to swallow. And according to statistics, 50% of the population is taking vitamins. That's half. That's a lot of people. And so he says no one should be taking vitamins, that they're actually dangerous. We should be avoiding them. Only I caught him in a lie. And in his interview, he admits that he himself takes them, and so can't wait to show you. And so I'm going to argue, debate with him, and show you that vitamins actually are of a huge benefit to many people in the population.
Again, it's a bit like a religion, popping a pill and hoping that it's doing some good. All the evidence shows that when you do a randomized controlled trial, these vitamins don't work.
And so that's a huge statement. He starts off by saying randomized controlled studies show that vitamins, they do nothing. They don't work. Except for what?
Unless you've got some really weird disease or deficiency, or for some reason you can't eat a normal diet.
Unless, of course, you have a weird disease, which many people do, if you're deficient, which many people are, or if you're not eating a perfectly healthy diet, which almost no one is. And so, yeah, randomized controlled studies show that vitamin supplementation doesn't offer any benefit to those who are already getting plenty of vitamins. Wow, shocking revelations. Those who have an amazing diet and already get plenty of vitamins, they don't benefit by taking more vitamins. Really? That'd be like saying, hey, those of you already getting in 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight don't benefit by taking 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Really? Shocking. I never would have thought of that. And so in the real world, how many of you, raise your hand right now, have never had illnesses, diseases, and have a perfect diet every single day? Always. I don't see many hands, and those of you raising your hands, really, did you always have a perfect diet every day of your life? Probably not. And so in the real world, on Earth, vitamin supplementation can in fact be of benefit.
If you have a decent, varied diet with plenty of plants in it, you don't need vitamins at all.
Wow. And so if you eat a varied diet with plenty of plants, the vegan diets, you don't need any vitamins whatsoever. Really? Are you sure about that, Doc?
I used to take them, and I don't take any now, except...
Well, he used to take them, and he doesn't take them anymore. Oh, except for the
occasional B12. Because I've always been low in B12, and I have hardly any meat.
Except for B12, because I don't eat a lot of meat. Just said if you eat a bunch of plants from varied species, you're good. Only now you're saying because you don't eat enough meat, you need vitamin B12. Didn't you just say that there's no benefit to taking in vitamins? That you yourself are taking a vitamin. And that's you as a doctor, as an expert who knows exactly what you're doing. You probably have a better diet than 99% of the world. And if you need a vitamin, imagine what the rest of us need.
Apart from B12, all the evidence points to these things being a complete waste of money.
And so apart from B12, it just happens to be the one that I take, all other vitamins, complete waste of money. All of them, waste of money. They're of no benefit. And so imagine this, you don't take in any vitamin C. You're not eating fruits, vegetables, whatever. You have no vitamin C. Do you not think that adding in vitamin C would help you? That it would be of no benefit? Ask our explorers from hundreds of years ago, traveling across the ocean, who didn't have fruit. Ask them what scurvy is. Well, instead of asking them, let's look it up on Google, because Google answers everything. Well, not really, but often it answers stuff. Scurvy is a disease caused by a serious vitamin C deficiency. Not eating enough fruits and vegetables is the main cause of the disease. Left untreated, scurvy can lead to bleeding gums, loosened teeth, bleeding under your skin. Treatment for the condition includes getting plenty of vitamin C. Wow! And so imagine if they would have had vitamin C supplementation hundreds of years ago, as they were on those boats traveling to new parts of the world that were yet to be discovered. Imagine they had vitamin C pills. Hey everyone, let's take some vitamin C. Do you think that would have helped? Oh wow, I'm not bleeding from the mouth, my teeth aren't falling out anymore. And so do you really think that vitamins can't be a benefit?
Telling you all these vitamins I've swallowed over the last 10 years.
And the interviewer says, I have like 8 vitamins. I take potassium and calcium and other yums, and I don't know what they are. Have I been duped by the supplement industry and there's no benefit to my health? The doctor's response, yes, and in fact, it could be dangerous. Not only does he say it's not beneficial, it's harmful. Really?
Shown if you take regular calcium tablets, more likely to get heart disease.
You're joking, I've literally got a tub of calcium tablets by my kitchen sink as we speak.
Yeah, well, there's calcium in nearly every plant.
Oh, wow. And so there's calcium in nearly every plant. Yeah, there's also NMN in nearly every plant. But guess what? Not enough to make a significant impact on your health. Not enough. But if you concentrate it and put it into a capsule, for example, GO2 Max, it can be of benefit. And in the same fashion, if you take this calcium and you put it into a pill and you swallow it, it can ward off osteoporosis. You know what that is? That's weakening of the bones because you do in fact need calcium. And if all you're eating is plants, unless you're eating a shit ton of them, you're not going to get enough calcium. And so for those of you who are not drinking dairy products, you're not drinking your milks, your cottage cheeses, your yogurts, your cheese, a lot of you are deficient in calcium. And so if you supplement with calcium, it can be of benefit. Yet this doctor's coming in here and scaring people. Don't take calcium, cause a heart attack.
You take something like a calcium supplement, you might be taking half a gram of it. Our body isn't designed to break down that huge slab of chemical.
And so what? We're going to get hardening of the arteries, perhaps arteriosclerosis, atherosclerosis, heart attacks, and it's not going to help our brittle bones? Really? And so if you had no access to calcium from foods, you couldn't get it, you were deficient, you don't think it would be a smart idea to supplement with additional calcium? Why? Because it's in a pill form and your body isn't made to break that down? Well, that's why we have teeth. Chew the pill. Chew it! You don't think your stomach can digest a calcium pill? Of course it can. It can digest steak. Swallow a piece of steak. Your body can break it down. You don't think you can swallow a friggin' calcium gummy? What is wrong with you? And in case you're wondering, yes, certain things taken together can decrease the absorption of calcium. For example, having calcium and caffeine at the same time can decrease its absorption, but it's better than nothing. If you're not taking in any calcium, you're allergic to dairy, you refuse to take it, whatever, go and see your doctor. Say, hey, do you think it's a good idea that perhaps I supplement with some calcium? And listen, I don't disagree with everything that he says. He says that diet is the most important. It's more important than supplements. I 100% agree. And so many people, they're looking for increased testosterone levels. And so they take G-test or 3-test. They have various ingredients such as tomcat Ali, Ali's favorite, Fedosia agrestis, and ashwagandha. And some of these ingredients, even Andrew Huberman on the Joe Rogan podcast stated they can each increase testosterone levels by 1 to 200 nanograms per deciliter. Each. That is incredible.
And so those two herbal supplements together can give a significant boost in free and active testosterone.
And since that time, more recent research, meta-analysis involving several studies also point to how tomcat Ali highly effective. That is showing significant changes in boosting your testosterone. It doesn't mean you shouldn't follow a healthy diet. And so rather than resorting to supplementation, why not eat a healthy diet? One thing that's critical is having healthy body fat levels, not starving yourself. And here in Canada, it's winter time. The sun isn't out very much, and so you're getting less vitamin D. And when you're deficient in many of these vitamins, it's much more difficult to produce the hormones that we need. And so for him to say vitamin supplementation, that it cannot help, well, to me, that is a bold-faced lie. It most certainly can help. And so my opinion is much of the research does support the fact that supplementation can work. Now, if you're already eating a perfect diet from all 4 food groups and you do this every single day, then perhaps you don't need any. But most of the world is not. And so supplements are not a replacement. It's a supplement. It's supplementing your diet. I'm not saying just eat whatever you want, that it's if it fits your macros, as long as you're in a calorie deficit, you're good. I'm saying it's about calories in, calories out in order to lose weight, but you should also be eating healthy. And of course, on top of that, you can add various vitamins, minerals, supplements to your diet to make you even healthier than last time.
I've got so many supplements upstairs.
They could have a placebo effect.
Then of course, that is a possibility. But just because something has a placebo effect doesn't mean it can't also be of actual benefit. And so regardless if it's GO2 Max or Ecti Builder, whatever supplement you're taking, if you strongly believe in it, of course it can be of benefit. But there are in fact human studies showing that in addition to a placebo effect, there are actual clinical benefits in human studies. It's not just rat and mice studies, it's actual human clinical trials showing it to be effective. I dare you, read the studies, the actual human studies, and see the ingredients, the ectosteroids. Are they a benefit? Once you've read the evidence, you can come to your own conclusions. And so you can take his word for it, or you can take mine. Do you really think a multivitamin can't help? That it's of no benefit? He admits it. He himself is taking vitamin B12, and the guy has a super healthy diet. And so unless you have no diseases, no deficiencies, you eat perfect every single day, well, probably don't need the vitamin support. But for everyone else, well, strongly suggest click the link in the description, use code Greg, 10% off. Don't give up, stick to your diet, and if you need help, please click the link in the description. I have the Circle Diet book, the cookbooks, the training books, also coaching plans by me and my team, phone calls, I even do cameos. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment for the algorithm, like the video if you liked it. Please watch one of those 2 bloops, probably the top one this time. You can watch the bottom one next time. And follow me on Instagram, so much going on there. It's Greg Doucette IB Pro. And until next time, I am out.